Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something that literally nobody asked for, but I have plans this year to increase my collection of body art. So I wanted to do a tattoo tour video so that we can look at what I have currently, and then maybe we'll do like a recap in like a year's time or at the end of the year and see how it's changed. I have a lot of plans, I have a lot of things on my mind. It's definitely something that I'm going to continue doing, so I just thought it might be fun to see, to recap, to reminisce. Anyway, what I'm going to do, instead of trying to like show you all of them, I have taken photos of all of my tattoos. I will pop it on the screen somewhere here so that you can kind of see them properly without me having to figure out filming angles and try and talk to you at the same time. So I am going to try and go in the order of when I got them. I think I remember it correctly. I'm gonna do my best. So the first one is here on my inner forearm, obviously photo me. This is one that I got at 15 years old. I was a little baby. I did it with my mum's permission, for all of you that are gonna ask. Not only did I have her permission, but she took me, so let's just leave it at that. I got it because it's very, very significant to me. It is, like, to you guys probably just looks like a weird symbol, but it is actually like an amalgamation of mine and my sister's birth sign, my two twin brothers' birth sign, and my mum's birth sign, all kind of like gelled into one symbol. And then I added the treble clef and the music notes to the edge of mine. My mum has this as well, but hers is slightly different. And then one of my brothers and my sister also have it as well. So a little bit different. We got it all at different times, not like together or anything like that, but it's definitely something that at the time we were like, this is cool, this means a lot to us, we're gonna do it. Did cause me a little bit of havoc in school because I had to keep it covered. So would I recommend getting a tattoo at 15 years old? Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know, do whatever you want. This is one of my tattoos that I am actually considering having moved. I do have a handful of tattoos on my lower arms. I'm genuinely considering at the moment having them all lasered off and relocated to a different area of my body, purely because I don't know what I want to do with my career at this point, but a couple of options that I have in my head do require me to not have any visible tattoos, so we'll see how we go there. Next one is this one. Now I'm going to show you a photo of this one. I'm not going to show you it up close. This one is probably my tattoo that has aged the worst. It is the only tattoo that I have colour in, and the colour has not held very well at all. I got this tattoo at 17 years old. It is like a phoenix with a quote next to it. Now it's written in Arabic and you cannot read it on me anymore because my skin has obviously stretched. I have quite bad back wings, but we're not here to talk about that. My skin has stretched and it was so tiny, and I was so young that it all kind of just together, and that's okay. I actually don't mind it. The only thing I do mind about this tattoo is the orange. I need to go and have the orange redone so that you can see it in all of its beauty. I kind of don't mind that you can't read the writing because A, you couldn't read it anyway because it was in a different language, but B, it's kind of nice because it's something that only I know what it says, you know? Me and my sister, because my sister has this exact tattoo. We have it matching. She has it in the exact same place. Hers is absolutely beautiful, so I need to definitely organize getting my orange fixed up because hers looks stunning. The next one, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure my next tattoo was... Nah, it wasn't. Hold on. I think my next tattoo was the one I had on my shoulder. Now, I don't have this one anymore. I'll see if I can find a photo of it anywhere, but I doubt that I have one. This was a quote. I got this done at about 18? 17? 18? Yeah, I think 17. And it was done on a pool table. Do I recommend doing this one? No. It was done on a pool table with my sister and some of her friends. So that was a choice. I loved the tattoo in itself. It was a quote from Harry Potter. Oh, should I tell you what these quotes mean? Probably should, huh? This is a mess already. Okay, this quote here, sorry, circling back. This quote here is actually from a play done by a company called Star Kid. It is their Twisted play, which is like their take on Aladdin. And it says, "You say you only believe in what you can touch and feel, but magic does nothing if not touch the soul, and there's no greater feeling than that." So, that's what this one said, once upon a time. The one that I had here was from Harry Potter, and that said, "It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be." Now, still love that quote, still definitely want to get it re-tattooed on my body somewhere. I just didn't like the placement of it. And that was literally it. I lasered it off, it's gone. You can't even tell I had it, apart from like a little bit of scarring, but I've talked about that in a different video. We're not going to spend a whole bunch of time thinking about that one. The next one, I believe my next one is the heart that I have on my rib cage. Now this one I got at 18, or 18, because I was with an ex-boyfriend who really didn't approve of me having it done. 18, 19. No, definitely, more like 17, 18. I'm terrible at this. I should have like figured this out and written it down. Too late now. 17, 18, I was with someone at the time who really was not a fan of how many tattoos I had and didn't really want me getting any more, and I went, I'm gonna do what I want, because that's how I live my life. But yeah, so I got this one. This is by far the tattoo that I've had to sit the longest for. It did take about 2.5 hours. I designed this tattoo and I loved it. There's quite a bit of shading in it, as you can see. That was not me, that was a choice of my artist, and I don't 100% love all of it, but it is what it is. I love the meaning of it. Obviously in the centre it has TOF, which is tetralogy of Fallot, which is my heart defect, and then on either side of it is the dates that my open heart surgeries were. So it definitely means a lot to me. It's probably my favourite tattoo, even though I don't love every aspect of it, and it's not how I originally designed it, but it is what it is, and I still love it, and it still has really big significance to me. Next one, I know this one's my next one. It's the anchor that I have on the back of my neck. Now I drew this one as well. It kind of was supposed to symbolize, for me anyway, the breaking chain being at the base of your neck is like letting go of like negative thoughts and emotions. As I've talked about quite a lot on my channel, I struggle with being very harsh on myself, and I always have, so that is why it's got the chain, it's breaking, and the words say free thyself. So it's supposed to just be like a little bit of a reminder to not be in my head all the time. And I have this tattoo matching with my cousin Monique. She came and got it with me, so she has it as well, and that just makes it all the more special to me. Like, I'm hoping that it kind of has the same resonance with her that it does with me. I know that I really loved getting it with her, and we were both very young and very about it, you know, but I love this tattoo, and I love that it has that connection with her, and I always will. This is where things get a little bit cloudy for me. I think this one's next. I'm damn sure this one's next, actually. So this is just a shark tooth. Again, I'll post a picture of it. I got this one in like 2017, and it was to represent when Mark and I went swimming with sharks, because we did a lot of cool stuff like that, and my idea at the time was to get a tattoo for every like cool thing we did, and it took like another year for me to get the shark tooth tattoo after we actually did it. And I haven't gotten a tattoo for anything else yet, and I don't think I will. I don't think I like that idea anymore, but that's the beauty of it, I guess. I really love this tattoo. It was designed by my cousin, and I love it. Mark has this tattoo as well, but his is on the back of his neck. One of the first things, by the way, that I was told when I started getting tattoos was never get a matching tattoo with anybody, because you never know when they're not going to be in your life anymore, and I'm just like, don't talk to me. Because I have matching tattoos and like group tattoos with so many people, and I love all of them. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you love someone enough to even consider getting a matching tattoo with them at any point in your life, for me, I think it's worth it. It doesn't matter if you end on bad terms, if you and that person drift apart. You obviously had such an important connection with them at some point in your life that you wanted that to be memorialized. So that's my view on it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So anyway, the shark tooth, Mark and I got these. Quite often I get like, is that an ice cream cone? I'm like, no, it's not. It's a shark tooth, and it's beautiful, and I want to thank my cousin for designing it because it is one of my favorite ones. I just think it's so pretty. Again, the order is a little bit hazy from here, but I'm pretty sure I've got it right. I think the next tattoo I got is the fantail on the back of my leg. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to be like, this doesn't look like a fantail because its tail's not up. And honestly, even the artist said that to me. He originally drew the design for me, and I said, I don't like the tail, I want it pointing down. And he said, fantails' tails don't point down. And I said, well, this one fucking does because that's how I want it. And if you see them like when they first land, when they're flying and they come into land, their tails do point down. Now, I got this on our honeymoon. Mark and I went and got tattoos in Queenstown in our honeymoon. He got one on the inside of his arm. He got a bow, and I got this little fantail because when we were on our honeymoon, this like little fantails would just follow us everywhere, and they're so cute. I love them, and it just felt that like wherever we went, because we travelled the South Island of New Zealand, so wherever we went, we were just seeing these fantails everywhere. And it felt really symbolic for me because I've always loved fantails. My dad used to tell me when I was young that if I ever saw a fantail, it was my grandfather saying hello, and I didn't know him. So he died when I was very, very, very young. I have absolutely zero memories of him. But it was always kind of like nice to just be like, aw. And so it was kind of like a 2-for-1 for me because I've always loved fantails, and then they were just like absolutely stalking us in the South Island. So that was my thought behind that one. Next one, I'm pretty sure, is this little quote on my wrist. Now this is not finished. I want to get something surrounding it. I've just not done it. And again, like I said before, these two, love them very much, but I am considering moving them. Like I think I could move my shark tooth to this shoulder so that it was like, that'd be kind of cool, and then move this quote maybe somewhere else. I'm not quite sure, and that's why I haven't finished this one yet, because it needs to be touched up, and I'm debating whether I touch it up and finish it or relocate it and start again. But either way, this tattoo is going to remain on my body in some form. It's a quote from the Kite Runner, and it says, "For you 1,000 times over." And I love that quote. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It means so much in the book, and I think it just says everything that you could say to a person in like so few words, you know? And the reason it's special for me, extra special, is because I got the handwriting of all of my favourite people, and I was going to say chucked it together, but no, I got each person. So I got my mum, my sister, my two brothers, my brother's wife, who's technically my sister. So my mum, my sisters, my two brothers, and my husband to each write a word from the quote and then tattooed it. So it's like all my favourite people, and anyone who I would want to say this to is like written on me. I'm not articulating this very well, but hopefully you get kind of like what was going down in my brain when I got this. And I love this tattoo. I like that I can see it all the time. I think I just need to make up my mind on what I want to do with it. The next one would be for me the crocodile on the back of my leg. Now I got this one when we came to Australia on our holiday, because one of my goals is to like get a tattoo in every country that we visit. So I definitely wanted something, and I love crocodiles, and I wanted something that, like, I try and get something that pertains to the trip as well. So like for us, obviously we like went to a couple of zoos and like wildlife parks where we saw quite a few crocodiles. We did like this little thing where you get to hold one, and like I just love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful creatures, so that's why I chose that. And placement was sort of just I was like, where do I want this? Okay, we'll put it there. But it sort of works for me because now in my head anyway, making up reasons for justifying my actions, I'm like, I have a New Zealand tattoo and an Australian tattoo, and I have lived in both of those countries, so kind of worked out really well for me. I did have like a fleeting idea for a while of like getting all the tattoos of like places that I visited up like the back of my leg, but no idea, haven't thought that far ahead. I think you'll figure out by this video that I don't really pre-plan things a lot. I just kind of and figure it out. After that, I think there's only 3 left at this point. And I got them all last year, and I got them all really close together because we went on a bit of a mission, and I got them in April, May and June of last year. Now the first one was this one here, my little wave in the triangle. I love this tattoo. These last 3 are like 3 of my favorite tattoos. This one and this one especially. Get it. So there is 4 of us in total, and 2 of us don't live in New Zealand anymore. So this was obviously done before I left, and also while our beautiful bee was visiting us from Dubai where she lives. She was over doing some studies, so we had her in our clutches for a while. So yeah, we just picked, in the end it took us so long to decide what we wanted to do. We picked the 4 elements, and I think the elements that we assigned to like each other and ourselves fit us all so well as people. And so myself and my friend Jess have it here, and then Bea and Bree have it on the back of their arms. We were all going to do the back of their arms, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bitch and I'm really insecure about the backs of my arms, and I was like, I don't want a tattoo that means so much to me somewhere on my body that I hate, that I don't feel comfortable and don't want to look at. So luckily Jess was willing to compromise with me, and now so we have 2 here and 2 here, and it's just cool. I love it. I loved the whole experience of getting that tattoo and having like a tiny little piece of my girls with me whenever I go. Which moves me on to the next one. Actually, no it doesn't. The next one is my manta rays on my back, which we got done in Raro when we went in May last year. So continuing the tradition of getting a tattoo in every country that we go to, I got my 2 little manta rays, which I love. The artist, apart from the actual outline of the manta ray itself, the artist completely freehanded the entire inside of them, and I just think they're absolutely beautiful. I think it was such a cool process. It did cause me a little bit of anxiety to be like, oh my god, this guy is freeballing it. I am an absolute control freak, so when I was like, I don't know what this design is going to look like, not gonna lie, I sat in the chair for part of it being like, please like it, but I think they're beautiful. I think I love them. I always actually swore that I would never ever get a tattoo of a flower because I don't like them personally. And when he was like, I'm going to do one like this and I'm going to put a flower in the other one, I was like, I really hate that. But I kind of just went, you know what? I'm going to let him do his thing. He's the artist. I'm putting my full trust in him. And it's obviously like a big part of their art, a big part of their culture. And I think he did absolutely amazing. I love it. I think it's perfect. And I think if I was going to end up with a flower tattoo, this was probably the best reason why. Mark did come with me to this appointment. He got a tattoo as well. He got a manta ray or a stingray. I think he got a stingray. And it's like massive. It's on the back of his thigh. And it's so big. It's absolutely beautiful. Like the work that these guys did, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I would go back to them any day. It's so pretty. It's so well done. Now, back to this one. On my inner arm on this side, this is for my... Y'all are gonna laugh at this. This is for my girls. I really like that I have these tattoos on this arm. This placement was one that I wasn't super happy with. I had another tattoo that I wanted to get here because this was a place that we considered for this tattoo, and I said no because there's a different tattoo I want to get here. But I got this one in June, right before I left. It was a very, very tight scheduled thing, so I didn't have a lot of time to figure out where I wanted it. I did place the stencil a couple of different places, and I think because it's round, it just didn't look right. So I did end up putting it here. And you know what? I love it. I love the tattoo itself. I don't think it would have mattered where it went in the end. And I'll just have to find somewhere else for that other tattoo to go whenever I do get to getting it. But this one here, it's the same as this one. Like, these girls are like my favorite people in the world. So I am so glad that I have matching tattoos with them. This one is with my friends Siobhan and Michelle. Now you'll see in the photo it does have SW, not SM, because it doesn't stand for their names. It actually is our Facebook group chat name. Which is hilarious. Like, I love it. People are gonna hear this and think that it's stupid, but our group chat name on Facebook is Sister Wives, because these girls are my sisters, but I would also absolutely marry them in a heartbeat if they weren't married to guys that I consider my brothers. Like, it's absolutely stupid. So this, it stands for Sister Wives, and we all have this tattoo, but we all have it slightly different. So it's all the wreath with an arrow and the mountains, but we each chose different ones so that we could have something that was more catered to like our style and our taste. And so the arrow obviously symbolizes me, as Archer is my last name, the mountain is for Peak, which is Michelle, and then the O is for Oliver Shaw, because she holds us together. She's our little like mum of the group, and I love her so much. Also, I practice really hard saying your last name. I don't want to hear if I fucked it up. Because I can't say it. But yeah, this like they're so basic and they're so small, but like these tattoos mean so much to me, because they represent all of the people in my life that I absolutely love. I do not have one with one of my longest friends in my entire life, Charlotte. The fuck? It's one of those things that we've talked about in passing so many times, but you never get around to it. So now I'm like, we gotta figure it out, bruh, because we've been friends for like 20 years. It's embarrassing at this point. We'll figure it out regardless. Yeah, that's me. That's my tattoos. I have so many more in my brain that I want to get, and one that I've been trying to get for a really long time. I think Mark and I are gonna go in the next few months, although when I'm filming this is significantly before when you're gonna see it, so we may have already done it. Who knows? Yeah, we have a couple of ideas that we're gonna go and do and get sorted. Some of them have been in my brain for so long, but I just don't have the time nor the funds, and anyone with tattoos will get that. You have so many ideas and so many cool things you want done. Tattoos are expensive, bro. So expensive. Yeah, that's me. That's what I look like currently. Nobody asked for this video. You probably don't care, but I thought it was really fun filming it, and I kind of liked having the opportunity to just like reminisce on each of these tattoos and when I got them done and why I got them done and what they mean to me. Yeah, I had a good time. Maybe I will do another one of these in like a year or 2 years, because yeah, money. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for sitting through another video of my endless rambling. I do really appreciate it. If you have got a beautiful tattoo that you want to tell me about, maybe tell me about what your favourite tattoo is in the comments below, because I need some ideas. I have ideas, but I need more ideas, and I will never say no. As always, leave a like and a comment, and if you really want to see more of my content, please subscribe, because I post for you every week on Sunday/Monday, most of the time. Anyway, thank you again. I will see you in my next video. Bye!